Let's start with family Mimosaceae, belonging to the division Phanerogamia, where the flowering plants are there. Class Dicotyledone, where we find the seeds are having two cotyledons. Subclass Polypetalae, where petals are free, is Calyciflorae. Order Leguminales, where the fruit type is legume, and the family Mimosaceae. Bentham and Hooker has classified as a Mimosoideae, the subfamily of family Leguminosae. We know this is the most important and most common family in our region. Here you can observe that it is known as the Acacia family, where common habit of the plant is normally trees or shrubs. Leaves are normally bipinnate and having a small stipule. These stipules may get modified into a thorn-like structure. Here you can observe the thorns. Flowers are mostly actinomorphic. They are hermaphrodite in nature, where we can find the androecium and gynoecium. Both are present in the same flower. Calyx and corolla are mostly volvate. Petals are free, sometimes connate at the below, and stamen number varies from minimum 4 to indefinite. In Acacia and Albizia, you can observe that many stamens were there. Carpel is single, ovary is single, and the fruit is typically a legume, or we can say a lomentum type of the fruit is there. So these are some of the general characters. You can find habit here. Most of the plants are either shrubby members or it may be tree members. Very few are there which are having the herbaceous habit. As we know, the most common in our region is this Acacia nilotica, or we can say Acacia arabica in our region. These are normally trees, or some genera may be having the shrubby habit, and they are normally having the yellow flowers. These are in the form of rounded heads. So from these globose heads, you can identify the Acacia genus. Then another one is known as the shirish or silk flower. It is the Albizia lebec. Flowers in round heads, and flowers are fragrant. This is called the shirish flower. So here you can observe there are two types of the flowers you can observe in the genera Albizia, where the filaments are pinkish or filaments are the whitish. See, the silk flower, it is commonly known, and it is in the form of heads, globose heads, but the filaments are quite long. Another common plant in our region is the mimosa. In Hindi, it is chuimui, and in Marathi, we call it as a lazaru. Leaves are highly sensitive to touch, and they having the slip movement. जेव्हा तुम्ही त्याला स्पर्श करता, पानं अशी मिटल्या जातात. So this is because of the turgor pressure released. Another one is the Parkia roxburghi. साधारण तुम्ही प्रत्येकानं लहानपणी खेळताना भिंगरी खेळलेली असेल. तर भिंगरीची जी नैसर्गिक ट्विस्टेड झालेली पानं असायची, दॅट इज ऑफ दिस Parkia roxburghi. इट इज हँडसम ॲव्हेन्यू टू साधारण रोड साईड प्लांटेशन मध्ये आपल्याला प्रामुख्याने हा दिसतो. So this is also common in our region, and it is used for the roadside plantations. Propis juliflora, see the habit of that plant. माळरानावर आपल्याला प्रामुख्याने हा जेनेरा दिसतो. Here there is no trunk-like structure, but there is the branching from the base. Then Prosopis spicigera, it is having the tree habit in the arid region, which is known as the water indicator in desertified areas. The genus Entada, which is the woody climber, here you can find, here we have shown the particular lomentum of that Entada genus. It is woody climber. You see here the habit of that, and you might have been seen this large seed normally sold in the market by roadside vaidus. Then another one is the Xylea. It is known as the ironwood tree also because of its sturdier branching and stem which is present, which is quite harder, and because of the blackish color, it is known as the ironwood tree. When we talk about the general habit of the plant, we know very few members are herbaceous. Just take example of this Mimosa pudica. लाजाळू जी आहे ती हर्बेशियस मध्ये आपण त्याला कॅल्क्युलेट करतो. Then climbers, Entada, this is the woody climber. and most of the genera of this particular family are Acacia, Albizia. They are having the tree habit. Rarely we find hydrophytic genera in this family. Neptunia is one of them. This is having the hydrophytic habit. Here you can find the flower of that. The members of this xerophytic Acacia and Prosopis, these are having the xerophytic characteristic, and they normally grow on the desertified areas. See the beautiful globose head of this particular Prosopis and Acacia members. It is a commonly called Acacia family, and it includes about 40 genera and near about 2000 plus species. The members are mostly distributed in the tropical belt, and very rarely we find distribution in the temperate zone. In India, it is mostly represented by 12 genera out of 6-7 genera we already observed here, and near about 90 species from this particular group. When we talk about the morphological character, root, as usual, most of the members are having the tree or shrubby habit, naturally the taproot system, and which is the much branched taproot system is observed here. It is going quite deeper. Stems are normally erect and they are climbing in some genera like Entada. They are woody, branched, and regular, having the cylindrical and solid structure covered with a bark tissue, cork tissue on the epidermis, and some species may yield gum, or sometimes they may be spiny, as in the Acacia member. See, here we have shown the bark of this Acacia, because this bark is normally used in many drug preparations, we can say Ayurvedic preparations, where for tanning purpose, tanning of the leather, it is also used the bark. The typical leaf is there, and that's why we have shown here. It is a bipinnate leaf mostly. They are cauline or ramal. They may be present on directly stem or on the branches, and they are alternately arranged, and pinnate, or sometimes it is on the bipinnate structure. But it is sure that the leaves are compound and they are having a small stipule at the base, but stipule may not be the leafy. Normally it is get modified into thorn-like structures. So thorns or spines may be developed from these stipular structures. In species like Acacia, we find that the petiole becomes flattened and into a phylloclade-like structures may be shown there. So leaflets show movements in Mimosa and Neptunia, where we can find there is a quite movements in the plant. So this is about the leaf. Here you can find a bipinnate leaf. We already structured detailed study about the it is bipinnate leaf. Bipinnate leaf, this is the main rachis. On main rachis, we find the secondary rachis. And on secondary rachis, we find the leaflets or pinnies. So that's why first, if it is a single rachis and directly leaves were there, it is the unipinnate structure. But when there is the secondary rachis on the same leaf, we can find there is the development of the bipinnate type of the leaf. Inflorescence, either they are cymose heads, as in Acacia. Here you can find these are the cymose heads, globose heads we can say, and spikes in some cases. Just take the example of Dicrostasis or the Prosopis. We are finding the these type of the long inflorescences known as the spike inflorescences. In these cases, they are mostly the cymose type of the inflorescences. Flowers are normally pedicellate. They are having the short stalk at the base, or they may be subsessile or sessile structures. Subsessile structures you can observe here in the Acacia, whereas there is no stalk-like structure at the base of the flower. It is in the Prosopis. In Prosopis, we doesn't have the stalk-like structure. Leaves, flowers are normally bracteate. A small leafy bract may be present below the calyx, and flowers are mostly actinomorphic. They are having androecium and gynoecium inside the same flower, so that it is the hermaphrodite, or we can say bisexual flower can be observed in this family. Flowers are mostly complete because calyx, corolla, anthoecium, gynoecium, 4 whorls are present in the same flower, and it is mostly tetra or pentamerous. Flowers are very inconspicuous or very smaller in nature. This is not actually a flower, but this is the group of flower, and that's why we are considering it as a globose type of the inflorescence. This is the group of flower. Here also we find this is not the single flower, but it is a inflorescence. The calyx and corolla in the family. You can observe here calyx are mostly sepals. They are 5 in nature. It is mostly fused. Gamosepalous condition can easily be observed here. Here you can find the petals and sepals. They are normally volvate to imbricate. Imbricate type of the aestivation found in the Parkia genus. Whereas in other genera we can find most of the times it is the volvate type of the aestivation is there. Petals, they are mostly a creamish or whitish in color. Very rarely we find the colored nature of that, but they are mostly petaloid, as in Acacia nilotica, babul we can find. It is a yellow colored petals are there. They are normally inferior at the position because ovary at the superior position. Then corolla, petals are 5. They are polypetalous or gamopetalous. In Acacia and Albizia, we can find they are connate at the base. They are just forming a cup-like structure at the base of the petals, and that's why it is considered as a gamopetalous corolla. But it is the member of polypetalae. Only the corolla is fused or connate at the base. And then a volvate type of the aestivation can be observed in the petals, and mostly the corolla is inferior because gynoecium is the superior condition. Here you can observe these are the 5 sepals and 5 petals, and stamens are numerous. You can observe here. These are long, having the long filaments. Most of the times filaments are colored. As we have seen this Albizia, these filaments are whitish, but in the same genera you can find the dark red or pinkish colored filaments are there. So it is quite looking a very beautiful flower, Shirish. So here you can find this is the style, slightly darker has been shown here, style of the flower. Stigmas are mostly capitate or simple, and these anthers are numerous in numbers. They may vary from 4 to 10 or sometimes indefinite. Here you can observe that 4 stamens are observed in the genus Mimosa, whereas we find the 10 free androecium or the stamens found in the genus Prosopis, and indefinite number of the stamen and we find in the Acacia genus. Monadelphous condition where all the androeciums are fused to form in one whorl. So it is also found in the Albizia genus, where the filaments are quite long and anthers are mostly diathecous. Here you can observe that these anthers are having the 2 cells. So diathecous type of the anther cells are there. And pollen grains, often in the packets, we normally call it as a pollen maculae because they are in the masses or in the tetrads. They may be found here. So pollen maculae can also be observed here, as well as the pollen tetrads is also in this family. Often gland dotted structures are there to attract the insects. So here you can find these LS of the flower, where this is the ovary, a small ovary with a wavy type of the structure of the style and filament. In both the cases, we can find either they are straight or in bud condition, they may be the wavy in nature, that is filament and styles. Stigma, most of the times it is capitate. Stamens are numerous, 4 to numerous we can say, and corolla and sepals, they may be as these sepals, sometimes they are petaloid. So such type of the variations can be observed in the most of the members of the family Mimosaceae. Here you can observe the TS of ovary, where ovule is just a pendulous structure and placenta is mostly marginal because it is belonging to the family Leguminosae. Gynoecium is mostly single. It is a monocarpellary gynoecium. Ovary usually a superior structure Here in the flower, you can observe that ovary is superior, and all other whorls, maybe calyx, corolla, androecium, they are originating from the lower level of the gynoecium. So ovary is superior, it is unilocular and having a single placenta, only one ovules. Ovules may be many, one to many ovules can be observed here. And placentation is mostly the marginal type of the placentation. Styles are mostly long and filiform. Stigma is minute, capitate to simple. The variation can be observed in the genus, particularly genus of the family Mimosaceae. Fruit is a typical legume, or we can say a lomentum type of the fruit, where it cannot be dehisced by the sutures, but it can break off from the connecting point of the two locules. The seeds are normally non-endospermic and they are X-albuminous. Here you can find the fruits and seeds we have shown here. Pollination is mostly the entomophilous pollination, where insects pollinate the flowers. And for attracting the insect towards the flower, there are the nectar tissues which may be present in the family. The flower is mostly bracteate, so the bract is shown here. It is a bracteate nature. Flower, all the petals and sepals are of equal size and shape. That's why flowers naturally become the actinomorphic. Androecium and gynoecium both are the present. So it is the bisexual flower. Then calyx, where sepals may vary, they are normally fused. So here we have shown the fusion of the sepal members in the floral diagram also. And petals are normally free to fuse, because in many genera we find where the petals may be free. So in this particular genera, like take the example of Acacia, where we can find the petals are also fused and they are forming a cup-like structure at the base. So petals 4 to 5, and they are most of the times they are connate at the base and free at the apex. So it is the polypetalous condition can be observed. The typical family character is the stamen number is 10, but it may vary from 4 to indefinite number of the stamens. And gynoecium, having only one gynoecium is there, it is the single ovary, but many locules, it is unilocular ovary, but the seeds may be many in each fruit. So it is typically a legume type of the fruit, but here you can find the fruit may be dehiscent or indehiscent type of the fruit is there. So lomentum is most of the times indehiscent type of the fruit, but these are the legumes where these can be dehisced by the sutures and seeds can be fallen off. But otherwise, in most of the genera where there is the lomentum, आता हे शिकेका इथं आपण दाखवलेली आहे. So Acacia and these members where we can find a typical lomentum type of the fruit is there, and this lomentum doesn't break naturally by the sutures, but it has to be forcefully broken off. These are the seeds of the shirish. Black seeds are there, and these are the bipinnate leaf mostly found in the genera family Mimosaceae. In most of the cases, we find that these are the cymose type of the inflorescences. Compound cymose inflorescence is there. So each unit must have the group of 3 flowers. So, and such of the many groups when form a globose structure, we call it as a compound globose inflorescence. It may be in the form of either spikes or they may be globose heads in the family member. So here you can observe the typical structure of the family. Bipinnate leaf is the typical character of family Mimosaceae. When we talk about the single flower, here you can find that there is a single bract, which is a leafy structure. Calyx is mostly gamosepalous. It is fused. Petals are free, but they may be connate at the base. And stamen number may vary from 4 to indefinite number of the stamens. And those genera we have taken here, they are having the more than 10 stamens. Okay. So it is about the branching twig. आता branching twig मध्ये आपण typically बघतो की these are the leaves and leaves are stipulate. Stipule means where is the leaf-like structure which is present at the base of the leaf. आता हे एकच लीफ आहे, ठीक आहे. या लीफच्या बेसला एक लीफ लाईक स्ट्रक्चर जर असेल तर त्याला आपण स्टिप्यूल म्हणतो. बट हिअर इन दिस फॅमिली मायमोसेसी दीज स्टिप्यूल्स गेट मॉडिफाईड इंटू अ थॉर्न लाईक स्ट्रक्चर. आणि म्हणून इथे ते आपल्याला त्या स्टिप्यूलच्या ऐवजी काटे आलेले दिसतात. बिकॉज this particular genera, particular family is growing in the desertified areas where the water scarcity is there. And because of such conditions, we can find that there is a typical modification in the, such type of the modifications can happen in the genera of this Mimosacea. So here you can find the modification of the stipules into a thorn-like structures. So it is a compound leaves. Here you can find a TS of ovary, where unilocular ovary is there where multiple ovules are there. Gynoecium is a typical where stigma is normally crumpled, or we can say a wavy nature, filiform. Androecium where the filaments are filiform, and these are the stamens, they are normally free and having the spirally arranged on the thalamus. So here the TS of ovary, we can observe that at the center there is a single locule, but ovules are multiple because placentation is marginal here. So this is the typical characteristic of the family Mimosaceae. As this is the one of the important family which may have the economic importance. So typically we find some of the genera which are commonly observed, found in our region. It is one of that is the Acacia catechu, ज्याला आपण कात म्हणतो, ज्याच्यापासून पानाला लावायचा कात तयार होतो. It is a खैर in Marathi. So Acacia catechu, which is served as the host for the lac insects, जे ज्याच्यापासून लाख तयार होते, जे इन्सेक्ट ही लाख तयार करतात. आपण स्टॅम्पिंग साठी जी लाख वापरतो, तर ती लाख तयार करणारे जे किडे असतात, इट इज द होस्ट फॉर दॅट प्लांट, Acacia catechu. फ्रॉम दिस द प्लांट काथा इज ऑल्सो ऑब्टेन्ड. आता कात म्हणजे पानाला लावायचा कात, तर ह्याच प्लांट पासून आपल्याला कात सुद्धा मिळतो. आपण त्याला जनरली खैर या नावाने संबोधतो, Acacia catechu. Another one is the gum arabic is obtained from the barks of the Acacia nilotica. त्या बाभळीचा डिंक असं आपण सगळ्यांनी खाल्लेला आहे. सो इट इज ओरिजिनेटेड ऑन द bark of that particular Acacia nilotica or Acacia arabica genus. And Acacia senegal, त्या सेनेगलचा जो डिंक असतो तो साधारण पांढऱ्या रंगाचा असतो, आणि Acacia niloticaचा जो डिंक आहे तो थोडासा ब्राउनिश रंगाचा आपल्याला मिळतो. Then it is a shirish, a type of gum obtained from the Albizia lebac. म्हणजे जे शिरीष प्लांट आहे त्याच्यापासून सुद्धा आपल्याला शिरीष नावाचा एक गम मिळतो. तुम्ही शिरीष म्हणण्यापेक्षा त्याला सरस किंवा सिरस हा शब्द तुम्ही वापरलेला असेल. वेअर वी फाइंड नॉर्मली इट इज युज्ड फॉर द पेस्टिंग ऑफ द थ्रेड्स. जेव्हा एखाद्या बॅटला आपण थ्रेडिंग करतो तर त्याच्यावर जी पेस्ट लावतो त्याला आपण शिरस किंवा सरस म्हणतो. So that gum is originated from this Albizia lebac. Then the flowers of Acacia decurrens variety delbata yields a perfume. म्हणजे बाभळीच्या बाजूने एकदा तुम्ही कधी जर बाभळीच्या बाजूने गेलेला असाल तर तुम्हाला एक प्रकारचा सुगंध तिथं जाणवतो, पण तो सुगंध जास्त आहे. तो कशामध्ये आहे? इट इज अ व्हरायटी डिकरन्स, तर त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला हा सुगंध सगळ्यात जास्त मिळतो. सो इट इज ऑब्टेन्ड फ्रॉम दॅट. The fragrance is obtained from that. That bark is used for the leather tanning process. म्हणजे त्या कातड्याला पुन्हा कुठल्याही बॅक्टेरियाने इन्फेक्ट करू नये, पण चांभार त्याला काही दिवस त्या पाण्यामध्ये भिजवून ठेवतो. ते जे पाणी असतं बाभळीचं. सो फॉर टॅनिंग प्रोसेस इट हॅज बीन युज्ड. Adenanthera pavonia इज पावडर्ड अँड yields a रेड डाय. त्याच्यापासून लाल रंगाचा एक डाय आपल्याला मिळतो, विच मे बी यूज फॉर द पोस्टर पेंटिंग और द क्लॉथ पेंटिंग. बट सी द ब्युटिफुल सीड्स. सो सीड्स आर ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टंट. कोरल, नॉर्मली कोरल्स आपण त्याला म्हणतो, कोरल कलर्ड सीड्स आते हैं. देन Prosopis spicigera is grown as a hedge plant and also as the windbreaker in the Rajasthan to check the spreading deserts, acts as a water indicator. So it is the Prosopis spicigera. Dicrostasis cinerea या नावाने सुद्धा आपण त्याला ओळखतोय. The another one is the durable timber is obtained from the Acacia melanozoilan. So where you can find it is the durable timber from the Acacia melanozoilan, or we can say the Xylea doliibriformis ironwood. याच्यापासून आपल्याला ड्युरेबल टिंबर सुद्धा मिळतं. अ गुड क्वालिटी ऑफ टिंबर कॅन बी originated from these members. From family Fabaceae, Papilionaceae, Caesalpinioideae and Mimosoideae. All these three family falls under the common family, that is the Leguminosae. And in the Leguminosae, these three are the subfamilies. But now after the Bentham and Hooker, we separate them as a Fabaceae, Caesalpiniaceae and Mimosaceae. But most of the genera and other members are having the typical characteristic, and these characteristics we have already discussed. So we directly go for the primitive and advanced characters in the family, where we can find this particular family Mimosaceae. These plants are mostly trees or shrubs. Now these trees or shrubby habit itself indicate the primitive character of the family. The leaves are stipulate and they are spirally arranged. Spiral arrangement and having the leaf-like structure at the base of the petiole. So this is again the primitive character. These flowers are actinomorphic. They are hermaphrodite, means bisexual flower, and they are hypogynous in nature. Petals are mostly free, and stamens are numerous in many members we just have discussed. So numerous stamens and they free. So these characters are, all characters are considered as a primitive character. So these all characters can be observed in the family Mimosaceae. But at the same time, some advanced character also we studied here. Leaves are compound because in Mimosaceae we find that most of the type leaves are the bipinnate type of the leaves. Stipules get modified into thorns or spine-like structures. So this is again the advancement over the simple leafy stipules. Leaves are modified into a phyllodes in the Australian acacias. आताच आपण एक photograph बघितला. We also call these as a Australian acacias. So these acacias are having the characters like the phyllodes which may be present in these members. These are actually the modifications. Flowers are small and inconspicuous. Very small flowers are there. Larger flowers is the typical primitive character, but the smaller size of the flower and inconspicuous flowers is the leading towards the advanced character in the family. Reduction in the number of petals and stamens, where we can find stamen numbers are only 4 in Mimosa, so it is the reduction has been taken place. Advanced character is there. Gynoecium is monocarpellary and unilocular, because primitive character represent that the polycarpellary apocarpous ovaries. So here you can find it is the monocarpellary and unilocular ovary can be observed here. So it is again the advanced character in the family. Fruits are simple pod-like. Again, simplification is the aggregation is the typical character for the primitiveness. But here the simple fruit is nothing but the advancement over that characteristic. Seeds are non-endospermic, and this is also one of the important character, advanced character in this Mimosaceae.